I am back with some more Assassin's Creed Origins. We're on episode 57 of the Let's Play series, and continuing pretty soon after the last recording. It's the day after, and I've kind of, well, the thing is, I've kind of had a week off from work, so I'm used to getting up early, and I meant to go into work today because I've got to cover someone, so I've got to go back for the first time in a while. But I've got up early because I'm awake and I'm used to it at this point. So I've got like 2 hours to kill. So I was thinking, let's just do a video, get one done. I might even try and get 2 done, but I don't know. I don't want to do this one and then rush into the second one. So if anything, I might just make this episode a little bit longer, maybe. But yeah, this is. We're back kind of soon on YouTube anyway, because we've not had Bannerlord or Grounded. So it's not been too long since the last episode on the channel anyway, so it's kind of good. And yeah, I'm going to just do a few rotations with just Saints Row and this. And yeah, I went back to Saints Row, and I think it turned out alright. I think the audio was fine on them. There's no issues with them. So it's kind of weird that we've had such issues with it all. But I need to double check that really. I've only checked like the first little bit and it seems fine. But yeah, Assassin's Creed is good, which I'm happy with. But yeah, we'll do like an hour or so. Yeah, we're working on more of this region. Got a little bit to do. Little bit to do. Honestly, I don't want to go back to work. I just really don't. It's been so nice having a whole week without worrying about it. The only downside is I had my car's MOT. So the car, I ain't really had the car for the week, and that's been pretty tough. Because like when you're going to work every day, you got the car all the time, and then you get some time off finally, but then you don't have the car. It's like it's kind of hard to get anything done without spending a load of money on getting somewhere. I don't trust myself. Come on.
Hey, what?
He's gonna come up and he's gonna turn. On. So finicky getting the loot sometimes. Oh shit. Is there a way out? Yes. Ah.
What is going on here? Hey.
Oh yeah, because they get poisoned.
All right. Can't jump the 2 of us.
Why did I not hear him? What the fuck?
Hey, who shot that? We'll catch this truck. Got you.
Don't know how. They're so perceptive. As soon as things are kind of triggered, they're kind of on you instantly, which is, I guess, fine. But I don't know. It's weird. Like, I was a good distance away from that guy, but as soon as I stood up, he saw me instantly. Like, he was looking over my direction, so it wasn't too hard to spot me. But yeah, I don't know. Hard to believe, really. That's the thing with this game. Like, some days the stealth is so easy, and then the next, it's like the game's fighting you all the time to like it's unpredictable. Like, some days it's like really predictable, and then the next it's like the game's just not cooperating with you. It's almost like the game wants you to get into shit just to add tension or something. But like, it is my fault, like, obviously, but it seems manufactured sometimes. Unless mentally I'm doing it on purpose. But like, if that was a normal game, like say Metro or something, and you're in the shadows and you popped up behind cover for a second, you would have time to get the shot on before they would react to you. I just think it's a bit more believable, you know? That hurt. Interesting spot. And is there another? Oh no. I was like, is there another statue? That'd be easy XP. Go do that one, or should we just go and get this guy done? Don't know how this is gonna play out. We'll go up from the side. Get that shot on him. Almost leveled up there. This might do it. Getting this guy. The lucky day. You watch, she'll fuck off. She'll be frustrating. Is he on his own? Oh, you made a mistake here, lad.
Hey!
Whoa, whoa, well, fuck you! Bayek, man, get into fucking control, lad.
Got you!
Gonna throw some at me. Ah.
Got a surprise for you! Where are you? Where?
Ah, you bastard! I know I kind of cheesed out of that one. Yeah, I definitely cheesed that one. Hey up, new shield. Might be better than what I've got. Sleep on block. Bleeding on block. Sleep on block. What would that do? Just give that a go. Oh, okay. That looks like the poison effect though. Sleep on block. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. That's one more down. I don't know if there's too many more. It might only be that one. Maybe. There's another one down here. He might be the last one. Have you. Beautiful. Shame there's a big massive exclamation mark in the middle of it. I'm miles away from that. Why is that an alert? One down there. Hey, ay. Let's be honest though. The cats should be able to climb. Where did he go? Can I block these guys? Come on, attack me. He's taking piss. Where did that... I had another thing. Where's he gone? Really? That's what I mean, like... Well, that's the downside to this game and a lot of games in this sort of style. You go to a location like this, where there's a chest, you only get one loot treasure. And you get to that point, and it's a blue item. Nothing special, nothing worth of value really, besides breaking it down. I don't know whether to loop around. So what time is it? Because maybe, I don't know. Because I don't know whether I want to do the... I don't know. Usually the quests ain't too long if they're side. Yeah. Alright, we'll see. I missed all that. Hey. Yeah, like I'm kind of stupidly going out my way to find crap that's not necessary. I still want to do it in a way. Like I still like just having a little look around and seeing what's there, but I feel like there should be a bit better of a reward for doing this. Maybe money. I would rather have money than a weapon, you know? That would be even better, to be fair. Because then at least you could buy what you wanted, or... So, like, just a few hundred gold in a chest, like, that would be a bit more valuable, I'd say. And then plus a little bit of XP. Can't go wrong with that. What? Maybe I should do this. Shall we? So I'm kind of going out of my way to avoid that when I shouldn't. Come on, let's do this quest. Okay. The only downside is it might backtrack me to a location I've already been, but hopefully I've already been to that location and cleared it out maybe, but... I'm not doing anything else. See Alexandria. Is this like a little town, like in the cliff face? Second underground, like cave. There's people living here. I think so. Oh, that would have stuff. Yeah. Like even them, like it's a little bit of gold. I'd rather have that than say fucking, or like you know the item, like the miscellaneous items that you can sell, like jewelry. That's actually got a bit of value into it. That as well as the weapon would be good. Like, it's kind of like in update 33 for State of Decay where they've got. Where they're dropping... Freaks are now dropping items. But really, like, a Juggernaut's dropping like 7 bullets when you used about 40 on it. Is it worth the time to grind it out or like try and get the kill? Like, I suppose you get the, ooh. What was that? That was secret. Like, is it worth the kill? Like, such you get a bit of influence, but even that's been dulled down. That's one thing I hate. I don't know whether they change it back, but I don't think they have.
By the gods, are you mad? Well, man,
like the fact that when the game first came out, it was like 50 or 100. Like, it was a lot of influence to kill a Juggernaut or a feral. Like, it was like 50 for a feral. And like, when they brought out Nightmare Zone, if you went out your way to kill a horde of ferals, that's 150 influence for you. Like, sure, most of the time you would run them over, but if anything, they should balance it. So, depending on how you killed them, then you would get the reward. Like, it would adjust for the kills. So, like, if you just ran them over, maybe you got a little bit less, just for sake of easiness. But say you ran into a group of ferals, and you were like, actually, I'm gonna kill them. You get like 150 influence for it. Like, not like that's one thing I hate in games lately, where they're not rewarding people for like interacting in the game. You've got like a lot of the time, I get the reason for like people saying, "Oh, avoid the conflict because the risk is greater than the reward and stuff." But that's the thing, state decays has become that, where like a juggernaut is not worth fighting because you don't get the reward anymore. Whereas like before you would actually consider doing it because either you ain't got nothing else on, or you fancy doing something different and you know that you're gonna get rewarded for it.
She'll bring Kitanu back on.
But like with this, going to a location, where were we at? And getting one treasure, and it was a blue item. Like, sure, I'm getting a bit of value by breaking it down or selling it.
I am more worried that the pharaohs killers might have
there should be something else in the loot, in the chest, I think. A bit of gold.
And so it
would actually be pretty good. Maybe some crafting items. A few of them. I know that you can get them in the
not a god, not an Egyptian even. Not
miscellaneous bags and stuff.
They called us heretics, stole the piece of Horus citadel from us, and hunted us down.
But other people, they know the pharaoh is a bad man, right, Noah?
That's right, but they are too afraid to speak out, and not without cause. There are those in high positions who will do anything to keep their power. It is dangerous to speak out against the pharaoh, and that is why, with Sebni away, we will discuss politics. So, the scouts were right. You're Bayek, the Medjay from Siwa, son of the Nile and defender of the people. I am Nawa, and the rebel cause needs your strength.
My oath is to protect. Tell me more.
Sebni, my cousin, told the children stories of Alexander the Great. Of course, two of the children decided that meant there was treasure of his to discover nearby.
As children will do.
Indeed. Sebni and one of our warriors went to search for the children, but the pharaoh soldiers captured them.
Do you know where they are?
Yes. One of our scouts saw them. They're being held prisoner in Camp Hetu Imazo, north of here. Please find them. Sebni is the only one who knows where those children have run off to.
I will find him, and then the children.
Might go and do that first. Yeah, we've already been there, so hopefully...
Hello, brother.
I think it was the location we've just been to, so hopefully... There's actually no... They might have respawned them in there, but... Sometimes it's usually been cleared already.
Beratos has fallen. Finally, my father's car is at peace. Let's move. We have enough.
Let's see, I got a purple item from a random guy, for Christ's sake. Oh, he's dead. I'll level up.
God bless you. Get that. Eyes open, brother.
There's nothing here.
Oh, what's that? That looks weird. Oh. Ah!
Let's not get lost.
Cool. I should wonder, like, who fucking put that there? Oh, cool. Let's go to that camp. Do really like this game. Even though the nitpick there, but I think that's just general for games like this. I remember The Witcher 3 being alright for it though. Like if you were going out places, you actually got rewarded for it. And Skyrim was good, but there was that much of it, you couldn't carry it all, so that was the downside to that game. It kind of made everything kind of important then. Besides the junk, I guess, but which they could have probably looked into, like making junk more valuable, like they did in Fallout 4. But yeah, that's the thing though. Like, a game like this, I'd rather be picking up pots and pans to sell than finding the same old weapons that kind of are going to be broken down anyway. I don't know. It's like if you're gonna bloat the game out with like locations with this loot, you gotta make it somewhat good. Like 500 gold. How cool would that just be? Come across like you find like 200 gold in like the little sandbags and pots and stuff, which is like they're more worth looking at sometimes because there's a chance of getting skins and stuff in them, but they're not really highlighted as a valuable thing to look into because you most of the time you only get like 2 or 3 gold. But honestly, when I'm at the stage of the game where like I'm buying like the gems, where are they? I'm like buying these from vendors because they're so hard to get in the game. I might as well just buy them, you know? There doesn't seem to be any. From that. Ah. In the face. Can it? Usually I get... Usually I get XP for helping them, don't I? I'm getting hit, visions by just wandering through. Honestly, this would be torture running around in these.
Report!
This area is off limits.
I've already cleared it for you guys.
Get us out of here!
So I'm starting to think, because I even opened these cages, so I'm starting to think you guys lock yourselves up.
This way! Over here!
Any clue? Nothing yet.
Thank you for rescuing us. This is my fault. By Anubis, I swear. I just wanted them to dream a little. If only I had not told them those stories.
Enough, Sydney. Children will be children. Let's just find them.
That is why I am here. Any idea where they went?
The ancient temple of Alexander the Great, maybe. That is the one I was telling them about. It is northwest of here.
It's been a while. They might have gone west to Theos Elpis Rift. We have a camp there.
Very well. I will scour the temple area. You head for the camp.
I'll go with you. Sebni will go back to the chasm camp, where it is safer for dreamers to be.
I can do it on my own, mate. Fair enough.
The children used to run free here, but ever since the pharaohs' guards arrived...
What was once a playground, now an epic ground.
Yes. The pharaohs' men are snakes, coiled in the sand beneath our feet. They kill adults and children alike. The desert is meant for old souls, hunters and poets, not the slaughter of innocents.
You know this place well.
I grew up here. I love it. But the pharaohs' men spoil everything they touch.
Tell me about the children.
Etanu is a good student. He'll be a scholar one day. Estella, I'm training her. She's always protecting her friend. Strong, a good little warrior.
Do you train all the children to become rebels?
They are free to choose as they please. But they all hate the pharaoh's men. People will blame Estella for this.
What do you mean?
She is loud and outspoken. He has the adventurer's heart. Estella protects. People just don't listen.
They are loyal to each other.
They are good children.
Whoa.
And I am powerful.
To kill you!
I wonder what happens if I put him to sleep. Oh, that's kind of funny. That's kind of interesting. I kind of want his shield. His shield's kind of cool.
This is it.
That's like
Let's split up.
like Bayek's
We
proper
should be
shield
able
in
to
the
find
trailer.
traces of their presence faster that way. Children's sandals. Removed to climb this wall.
Can't hide forever. I'll be waiting. We need to stop it spreading.
These ostraca are similar to those used by the children Nawa was teaching. They must have dropped it here. Notes on Alexander the Great and the temple. And many wild theories as to what treasures might be here.
Where?
Fresh footprints. Child-sized. They were here. They were definitely here.
That's good. With luck, they are still alive.
Damn it. Been here before. Someone's fucking blocked it back in again. Why would it do that?
Is someone out there? Help! Please hurry! There are snakes!
Keep still and try to stay quiet. I will be right there. The entrance is barred. I will have to find another way inside.
And this our lady Bayek. I think. Isn't there a bit of water somewhere? That way.
I believe Hetanu is here, stuck inside the temple. A hidden entrance. It must lead inside the temple.
Well, of course Bayek has to get involved and say he figured it out before.
Child!
Watch out! Do not let the snakes get you! And please do not let the snakes get me! Yes! You got it!
Oh, you bastard. Man, them snakes are tough. There's one knight next to you. How is he not bit? What is that?
The queen! You go... I am Hetanu.
That's some bullshit.
Thank you, Weneb, for rescuing me.
I am no lord. You may call me
Wondered
Bayek.
what was next to him, but it was like
Now,
a snake. How is he not
Tell me
bit?
what happened to your child.
We came looking for the legendary treasure of Alexander the Great. Our teacher told us all about him, and we knew there had to be more. We managed to get into the temple. But then the snakes came out of the water and surrounded us.
What about Estella?
She did not want to leave me, but I told her to go and get help. She used the shield for protection. Not a single snake touched her. But that was hours ago, and I am worried. She should have been back with help by now. If she is not with you, something must have happened to her.
Let's get you out of here fast. Follow me. Something of importance was here. I wonder who took it.
I told Estella to take the shield so she could get out. But the spear was too heavy for us. I cannot wait until we get back. We really did find Alexander's. Rote heruje! Fixum er! Hamed! I am so happy to see you, Hamed.
I trust you have learned your lesson.
I know. If not for Bayek, those snakes would have eaten me whole.
Well, perhaps not whole,
Yeah, you were no
but it would have
use.
been a dire fate nonetheless. Now, did Estella say where she was going?
She went to the chasm camp to find help.
I will go look for the little warrior.
Easy hunting. Camel. Kind of thinking going back to a horse maybe. Well, I spend that much time running around, it don't really matter. Come on, I fucking block that. Oh, that shield smack was brutal.
Once again, you have come to our rescue. We would forever be in your debt at this rate.
Ketanu is safe. Muhammad is with him.
Oh, thank the gods. I wish I could say the same for Estella. The leader Medon took her as she arrived. He wanted the great shield she was carrying, and when she refused to give it to him, he snatched her up. He kept asking her, there was more treasure. The pharaohs. That is where he probably took her. No one ever comes back from there. Please, you must go find her. Medon will torture her to get what he wants.
I will find her, and I will take care of Medon.
The citadel is in the southwest mountains. Medon patrols between here and the citadel. Just look for an empty borderland surrounded by bodyguards. You found it.
Okay. Might leave that for next episode. Might go there. Might do that and that. I might do, actually, I might do these 3 maybe? I don't know. I might go do that and that. And then I might leave it for next episode to do this quest. So I don't want to drag this out too, well, not drag it out, but like I said, I'm doing this before work, so I don't want to be caught in a never-ending loop, well, of quests almost. And to be fair, it might be good, like, starting off the next episode with a quest, because it kind of took us a minute to get into this bit, but yeah. I'll do a few more question marks so we don't have to do them next time. Yeah, we'll leave it for next time. But like, these are probably not that hard to get done, but I'm kind of worried that like these are going to be like big camps or something. I don't really want to do a big camp right now. Right, can I do any upgrades? Man. It's all the I hate the gems. Like, they are really annoying me with this game. Like, it's so frustrating that... Like, I've got the materials for all of these. every single one, but the one thing that's stopping me is the gems, and it's like they are impossible to, they're so hard to find, so that leads you to mostly trying to buy them, which you shouldn't have to do in an RPG. You should be able to find it, or I don't know, like it just shouldn't be a thing. Like, if anything, the fact that I've put the time and effort in, breaking stuff down and grinding the metal, like look at all the metal I've collected, all the skins I've collected, and I'm not able to use it until I get them gems. And the fact that I choose to go for this, which is 7, I've got to collect another 10 for that. So what's better, doing health, getting the most gems? Like, it's just so frustrating. I really, like, it's such a stupid crafting material, because what are fucking gems gonna do in that crafting scenario? Nothing. Like, it's really, yeah, it's such a horrible collectible item to craft with. And it's so deliberate as well. Like, it's fine, I'll do it, but like, honestly, I really don't. I've got a lot to be able to go through. There's still a lot of areas for me to go through. But say someone like me who's going from question mark to question mark, and the fact that I still feel like I have to buy some of them gems, there's something so wrong with that. You've got the map of this size, and I'm still having to got a map of this size, and I'm still unless I am like the way I'm playing, like the fact I'm going everywhere and I'm still not getting a whole lot for the crafting, it's pretty bad. I know I should just sell my items, maybe. Oh, that would do it. And sometimes you can find the gems in these crates, but it's so rare. This knobhead's not phased at all. Oh no, it's not even that. Who's this guy? There's a captain that's not here. It's down there. I'm gonna help these guys out. These guys getting murdered. It's funny that they know they're outnumbered. That's kind of cool that he's running. It's pretty neat that he was on the run, because he knew he was outnumbered. I assume that was what he was doing. He wasn't chasing anybody. That's kind of cool. You know what, maybe we do that and then go up there. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, we did do that one, didn't we? Yeah. Because the reason why I'm playing like this, like going for everything, is because it's... Well, I really enjoy doing it in Odyssey. Even though I know it is a lot of mindless shit. Like, there's no worth in a lot of it. But I don't know, something satisfying like collecting all the stuff. Like, I say I started with Assassin's Creed. But, I think it started with Black Flag. I did another playthrough on Black Flag. When most of my playthroughs on Black Flag, I've never done a Let's Play on it, but most of the time I've ever played Black Flag, I've just smashed through it and just played through till I completed the story. But the more recent way I played was just to collect everything, like, and it was so fun because I played it in a way that, like, the thing with Black Flag is, really every mission, timeline-wise, it was like 2 or 3, like, it was quite a while before you saw that person in the next story mission, unless it was, like, in the same area, say. So, like, sometimes you travel to a location and the person looks completely different, because it's been ages, and it looks really cool. No guards. That's a shitter, mate. It's kind of easy XP right now. So I played it in a way that after each mission I got an achievement. Free 20 rebels. Cool. But after every mission I would try and collect everything in that area, which took a while, so that when I got round to the next story mission it felt like it's been a while since I last saw them anyway. And it kind of felt really nice. Like, it's a bit different with this game, because I don't know, like, there's not a whole lot of visual change of a character. Like, you don't see Aya looking different or aged. Same with Bayek. I think with Bayek, you know that you got the beard, you can add a beard and stuff. They should have done what The Witcher 3 had, where you grow a beard over time. Or even if it wasn't like over time, it was perhaps when you load it into a game or something. That might be kind of cool to see. Oh, that's the thing, I've got no captain here. I'm guessing it's all connected to this fucking... I might leave it then, because it's getting a bit messy. I think because of this quest, it's like... They've moved all the assets around. Oh, we've got the chest anyway. Well, let's go do that, and then we'll wrap it up. Who are you? The guy just saved. But I think that's why I'm kind of continuing it on, because I've kind of enjoyed just spending time in a game. Like there's not many games where you just sit down and try and do every little thing in it. Like, I'm not like achievement hunting or anything, but I don't know. Like, it'd be satisfying to, like, it was really satisfying when I did the Odyssey playthrough, where I've been to every area, I've done a lot of the stuff in the game, and making a series from it as well. It's like really satisfying to build something up like that. Like, that's why I would love to do, like, depending on how Valhalla might be really bad to play through. I really might not enjoy it, but like, say after Valhalla, I'm thinking about other Assassin's Creed. I'm thinking about, let's play the Ezio games, let's play Black Flag. I'm not going to just stop with Valhalla. Maybe after Valhalla, perhaps we should do Mirage, because it is connected. And it would be a brand new Assassin's Creed for me to play, but... what is that? What is that? No, we'll do that next time. And I know that I'm not really going full out with this game, with like the questing and the story. Like with a game like this, when they give you notes on a character, like the letter I just looked at them, like personally I'm not too fussed about them, unless it's something that is really vital to the current quest. It's like, why should I remember or listen to, or, well, not even listen, like read a bit of text that I'm going to forget in a couple of minutes? I think that's the biggest problem. Like, it's like with, it's the one thing I did not like with, Road 96 Mile Zero. The fact that, that's kind of cool. Road 96 Mile Zero. It had a weird thing where, like, that game, I think, should have been voice acted throughout. But when you took over as the character, your character went mute. But then when you were switching characters, you heard their voice for the first time in ages, and it was such a weird thing. And I think in that game, it should have been like Odyssey, where you just heard your character, but like, if they wanted to, like, well, in Road 96, the original game, you were playing as these faceless teens, so it made sense for them not to talk, because it was more or less you playing these different teens, whereas in Mars Zero you were playing as an existing character, so I really didn't get why they didn't voice act them, but with this, you've got such a big game, notes here and there, they're not going to be really interesting to read or rememberable to... I'm not going to remember that note I'm going to see in a few years. Unless I rewatch my Let's Play, say. And that's why I'm showing them, because, like, say I want to watch that specific episode and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll pause it and read it. I might do it then, to see what's happening in that area, but... like, the only games that I'd say were really good with that stuff would be Skyrim, when it was an actual book and it was like filled with lore and it was just brilliant. And yeah, just Assassin's Creed, it's like notes, like, unless it's vital to the game, like if anything, it would probably be better if Bayek read it, because then at least you got that voice acting coming through. But even then, it's like, it's almost like, it's like a bit like Odyssey. Like, they gave you the RPG options, like the voice dialogue options. But for me, wanting all the information possible, I go through each option. But if anything, the game could have done that for me. But so it's like, did they need the dialogue options in the game? But like, say you're speedrunning that game, you can skip all the dialogue in general and just go for the straight out yell at a bit of text. But I don't know. But yeah, I suppose I did kind of rush it in the end here. But yeah, I think it'd be good next time to focus on this quest, and then focus on because it seemed like that captain isn't there. I'm assuming he might be connected to these. But if anything, we'll just go back. But I suppose a little bit of a review and some thoughts on the crafting today, which is I think is valid. I think like that's the thing. I would have maxed out Bayek by now if it weren't for the gems. And if anything, if you want to be stupid with it, I would rather be grinding skins and leather and metal than say trying to find or fork out a load of gold for these gems. Like for me, I'd rather do the grinding, go hunting for a few hours, take on some camps, break down weapons, take on some convoys. Like I'd rather be doing that than say like trying to figure out how I'm going to get all these gems. Like I know I've got a load of more of a map to do, but that's the thing. Say I collect that last gem from a camp, that's going to be pointless when it's the last camp or the last quest or the last mission. I'd rather be... I'm at a point in the game now where we are pushing for endgame. At this point I should be maxing out Bayek to the end stages, really. But I'm unable to. Like, I've got a bit of money, so maybe perhaps next episode we should buy a load of gems. Like that's the thing, I'm not... and as well as just thinking about it, if you add them gems, like say you're gonna, alright, I'll buy a load of gems to upgrade, but then say what if your weapons are underleveled, or like that's the thing, you've got to upgrade your weapons with money. So it's like very imbalanced in this. It is very forced on buying supplies from the store. And I'd say this is worse than Odyssey. Odyssey, I never had a feeling that I needed to do that. Because of the way I was grinding in Odyssey, I just never felt that. And especially when I was on New Game Plus, it wasn't nearly as bad, obviously. But like, even when I played my original playthrough, I didn't remember it being this roadblocky. Like, sure, Odyssey is a much bigger map, but this, I feel like I'm running out of time. Or running out of land to collect stuff. But I don't know, I might be wrong. We might find a load of stuff at the end, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here for today, and we'll continue on with some more Assassin's Creed in the next few days. We're just going to be alternating between this and Saints Row for the main Let's Play, so not tomorrow, but the day after will be Saints Row, and then a few days after that we'll be back with some more Assassin's Creed. And we'll just continue on with this, but for today, as always, thanks for watching if you've been watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.